'cause you know everything.
It's been Agatha all along.
Welcome back to DNA. Today we're going to talk about WandaVision episode 7. We're breaking the fourth wall. Make sure to leave a comment down below what you thought about this episode.
Don't forget, guys, this is a spoiler review of WandaVision episode 7. You have been warned.
Okay, yes, we know it's a spoiler review. It says it in the title. But you know what we forgot to say? We forgot to shout out Jake Polid. He also does WandaVision reviews just like us. And you gotta check it out right after checking out ours and subscribe to help him get to his next YouTube milestone.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I'll make sure to check it out.
Wait, you're not supposed to talk? All right, let's just get into this episode. What was your first impressions?
You know, when it started out, I was like, oh, here we go, like last week. And of course, it was Modern Family, right?
Right.
Spliced with The Office, especially the way it started. They kind of did The Office music in there a little bit. And we, of course, went into another 15 minutes of a show, blah, blah, blah. And then there was stuff happening. So it was kind of like last week again. But since I was kind of expecting that a little bit, I went with it this time. We got a little more on the outside world details. We finally met, or have we, who Monica Rambeau was talking about, but she said she met with a lady.
Right.
So I don't think we've met the final person yet. So your theories may still pan out, Lay.
Right.
But for right now, it was okay. It was a good episode. And of course, to the very end is where
everything happens. Okay, Sorry, I can't. Sorry, I gotta rant. Dad, I have to rant. I can't do this anymore. Marvel, you can't keep doing these filler episodes. Like, okay, this episode was good. It had its moments. But people that are hardcore fans and know what's going on, this episode was not, like, it was needed, of course. But I'm saying it wasn't enough. And when we usually don't get that from Marvel, when I'm watching their movies and it's a 3-hour movie, 2.5-hour movie, we get all the information that we want. So when I'm watching a 6-hour show, I'm like, okay, I'm about to get 6 hours of, like, content that's going to be that we need to speculate. But okay, let's talk about, I just need to rant real quick. Let's talk about episodes 4 and 5, right? Those were episodes where we were like, okay, we're asking questions. We're getting questions. Ooh, what's gonna happen? Okay, why is episode 6 and 7 the same thing? Why are we not getting questions answered? Or why are we not getting answers? Yes, okay, we find out things at the end of this episode, right? But hardcore fans already know what was happening. So stop spoon feeding it to us. We know what's going on. I just needed to rant because I did not watch this 30-minute episode, and I was just like,
I mean, that surprise at the end was really not a surprise to people who are fans. But you have to understand, not everybody who's watching this show is a comic book reader or they're following other comic books people. I mean, everybody knew who she was.
Well, everybody knew that.
Everybody knew who she was, but you have to kind of play along. But yeah,
right.
I mean, you have to understand though, there's only a small niche of people that do that. The big overall people that are watching the show probably didn't know who she was. So they played it out and he went through ways to be.
Yes.
Eventually we knew that was gonna happen. Her name was Agnes,
Agatha the Harkness. So before we get to Agnes, let's talk about Monica and Jimmy Rue. So they finally go and they finally go to the person that they've been talking about, or maybe it isn't, maybe it is. It ended up being a woman, so we don't know if this is the person that she was talking about, but she gets this high-powered truck and she tries to get through to Wanda. And we see this scene where she is trying to get through the barrier. So what did you think?
Yeah, my first thought about that was, this doesn't make sense. This is a magical barrier and you're trying to go through the wall with a physical thing.
Right.
I thought she was going to get some kind of vehicle that had some kind of energy field around her or something, where she was going to try to match frequencies or maybe and go through. When I saw it was just a truck, and what's the difference between this truck and any other truck? It's metallic. It's gonna hit. I mean, it would have changed into something else when it gone through. So to me, that scene didn't make any sense.
We gotta talk about Monica. She goes through the barrier, and we find out that what happened? Did she have a pet superpower? What's happening? Yes, she has a superpower. Okay, I can't even do it, Dad. Okay, yes, we know. Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, she's in the comic book, she's Captain Marvel. So we knew, but that's again,
Yes,
the fans.
yes.
You know, regular folks won't know that's who she becomes. And obviously, they're trying to give her some kind of power. She's not going to be Captain Marvel in the MCU because there's already a Captain Marvel.
Well, we don't know because we don't know what they're doing with the actual Captain Marvel. So.
Well, it's already slated for Captain Marvel 2. So.
Oh, okay.
That's a done. Yeah, that's already slated. So that's a done deal. But she's gonna obviously get some kind of power. We just don't know what it is yet. And it was cool. I like how she got the little power. It was cool when Monica picked her up. Wanda picked her up, and then she dropped her. She did the superhero land.
Yes, okay, that was a cool moment. I actually really like that scene. So Monica goes to Wanda and she's like, Wanda, I know you're good. Like, don't let Director Hayward do this to you because he is trying to get Vision. It's all about Vision. Please, like, listen to me. And Wanda was like, Wanda is going through it. She's really going through it, right?
She was going through it.
She's really going through it. So she was like
eating cereal. On the couch. I feel like doing nothing.
And yeah, when she came out and she was like, "Get out of here!" She did all this stuff to Monica. You could see that she was like not having it. But yeah, that was cool with how she superhero landed and Wanda saw.
She's like, what the
she had something, right?
Yeah, she had something going on.
Yeah.
And then, then Agnes
is like, it's okay, let's go. She's like, don't worry about her. And I knew that, I was like, that's weird. I was like, this character's coming in. And then
she come on, let's get out of here. Because she could see that. She saw that, what she saw was that Wanda was kind of thinking over what Monica was saying. So she's like, I gotta get out here real quick because I gotta stop. She's trying to think for herself. She came out and grabbed her and got out of the place, and they went to the house, and then anyway, from there go.
Yeah, actually, let's go to that scene real quick because I have a couple of things to talk about. So we're kind of skipping, guys. So we're skipping to the end real quick. So Agnes takes Wanda to the house, right? And it's not like she's just not even trying to hide it anymore because she literally says your kids are in the basement. So you weren't trying to hide it. So like that means like she was trying to trap her or something like that, right?
Yeah, it's time for the big reveal. She's letting us know who she is and everything like that. So, we like from the beginning of this whole thing, we always said we believe the kids are the whole reason why Wanda's here and somebody wants the kids, right?
Oh, right. We did say that.
So so that was from the very episode 2, it's for the children. Remember, for the children.
Right.
So it's kind of letting you know that, somebody wanted these kids to be born and get older. And then, Agnes is playing in there somehow. We still don't know if she's the big bad or her herself is a tool for somebody else. And then maybe that's why the kids in the basement and they're gone because somebody's feeding on the kids or something.
Right, and I bet Director Hayward is Ralph or something because he wants Vision, and so she keeps talking about, oh, my husband Ralph, and that might be Mephisto, that might go into that, so they might team up. It might be like them together, and also, what?
I was gonna say, yeah, but Ralph obviously, from the fact that she's been saying Ralph from episode 1,
right?
And we've never seen it. Ralph is obviously the big bad. We just don't know if it's Hayward, which I don't think it is, or some other being that's in there. But yeah, Ralph is obviously bad.
I don't know. I think Director Hayward has something to do with it. Just the fact that this show has been not predictable, but like in a sense of like we know what's gonna happen. Like I guess predictable. I think it's Director Hayward. I think it's going to end up being him. Like I don't know who else it could be.
That's a misdirect. I think that's a misdirect.
I don't know, Dad.
I think they wanted to be everybody. They're throwing him out to make everybody think it's going to be him, but I think it's going to be somebody else in the pulling the strings. I just don't know what it is.
Right. So Wanda goes to the basement. I like how it went from full screen to 16:9. I like how I did that because now she's out of the show, and Agatha the Harkness comes down. I like how that she has superpowers. That's purple. Oh, what? Yeah. What? Purple. That was cool how like it was that, and like the thing is she took over Wanda's brain. That's scary. What is she gonna do with Wanda? Because you know how Wanda would do that to the Avengers, and remember how they went crazy and all this stuff, and Wanda's already going through it. So if Agnes is gonna make it worse, she's gonna turn into the Scarlet Witch. Honestly,
Yeah.
Wanda's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
like that's pretty much where it's gonna
Or
go.
where she's gonna get her name. Yeah, it's crazy, man. You know, I don't know what the end game is for this. I tell you what though, I did love her TV music.
Yes, I love all along.
I loved it.
I watched
loved
that like 3 times.
I love
I watched
part.
that ending. Yeah.
It was like
Oh,
they was doing the monsters with that.
Yeah.
Like the monsters theme song.
The Monster
So that was
Mash.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool how they did it.
What did you think about her controlling Peter this whole time? Pietro.
You know,
yeah.
I got a theory about Peter. I've been thinking about Peter since last week. And remember the beekeeper?
Yeah. Where'd he go?
We never saw his face. And where'd he go? Remember, all we saw is him just disappear. We never saw anything from that.
We never saw his face.
Never saw his face, and we never saw where he went. I think the beekeeper
Is him.
Yeah, I think so. That's my gut feeling. I think he's the beekeeper because we never saw his face and we never saw where he went.
That's T. We saw him that one time when he was with Sword.
I was expecting this episode, and I'm hoping to do this in this next episode. I want to see how Wanda got here. They showed us how Monica got here, right? They gave us her backstory. She came back, and they showed it.
Right.
They need to show us how did Wanda go from the battlefield of Endgame, because this is only 3 weeks after Endgame.
Exactly.
So how did she get from there to here? I would hope in episode 8 is a flashback episode that shows this. That leads us now into episode 9, where of course it's going to be the big battle.
So the big things that I got from this episode: Agatha the Harkness, Agnes, Agatha, like we knew. Monica is going to get some superpowers, and Vision knows what's going on now. Vision is all caught up.
I'm not gonna say I didn't enjoy watching it. It was fun to watch it. I enjoyed it. I understand the Modern Family context, understand the Office context. There were some funny parts. She's like, case of the Mondays.
Right. Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah.
It was funny. I'm not saying it wasn't funny.
Right.
My problem is it didn't give me anything as far as the story.
Yes, that's why I'm mad. It's like if it wasn't Marvel and it was just like a regular episode, then I'd be like, okay, it was an enjoyable watch. It's fine. But it's just like I keep getting questions and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of getting questions. So that's
there's two left. So hopefully
there's 2 left.
Yeah, hopefully there's a big wrap up. And I'm hoping these last 2 got some time on it, not these 34-minute episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm hoping they're more like 45 minutes to an hour to really wrap this up, because I don't know how you wrap all this up in 1 hour if you're just going to give us 2 30-minute episodes.
Right.
So I believe these last 2 episodes are going to be long ones, and we're going to get a whole lot more content out of it. That's what I believe.
All right, well, that's it for our review of WandaVision episode 7. Let us know down in the comments what you thought of this episode, and tell us your theories and your thoughts. Honestly, this episode could have been better, but let me know if you thought it was good. Anything else?
That's it, guys. Make sure you put your comments down below. So we would love reading your comments and responding to y'all. We're enjoying the little community here we're starting to build. So we'll see you guys next time.
Yep. Bye. Make sure to subscribe. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. See ya. I don't even know what to do for this thumbnail. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be like this. Again.
That works. Yeah. Mandalorian did it well. So
No, they did. There was every
Who
episode of
did it?
Mandalorian
was something.
was something. But see, here's the difference with Mandalorian, if you understand it.
And I swear, if episode 8, if I click on Disney and episode 8 is 30 minutes, I am canceling Marvel. Marvel's canceled. I can't do it anymore.
Here's the big thing. This show is 3 weeks after Endgame, right?
Yeah.
Spider-Man Far From Home was 7 months after Endgame. There was no talk about Vision and Wanda, right? The world is still happening. So whatever
That is
happens
tea.
here in these 3 weeks is resolved.